Welcome to the Buffs Cardell Thomas transfer, most recently from the Florida A&M Rattlers. We've got that Coach Riss connection coming through. Again, I'm going to break down what I think about his transfer to CU, where he fits in the offensive line group under Coach Phil Woldholt. And also I cut up a few different plays for us to take a look at from his performance in the Celebration Bowl against Howard this past season. So y'all be sure to let me know your thoughts on him in the comments. Like, subscribe, all of that. Let's go ahead and get started. But yes, Cardell Thomas was a 4-star prospect coming out of high school, spent a few seasons over at LSU, where he saw a couple of starts, but really he got his first amount of meaningful starting playing time this past year at FAMU, where I think he had a pretty good season. You know, you can see he only let up 2 sacks and on 6 pressures, 3 hurries, okay, and played mainly left guard. He also played 21 snaps at right guard, but 600 at left guard. Nice to see he has some versatility to go either way. That's really nice. Graded out very well in the pass blocking, 78.4. Haven't looked at a ton in terms of his run blocking, but I thought it was pretty good from what we saw in the Celebration Bowl, but graded 47.6. But the biggest thing that I'm taking away from Cardell Thomas coming over here is that he's got great size, 6'3", 310, and he has a significant amount of playing time. He's played about 200 snaps in SEC football, and he's trained at LSU for 3-4 seasons, so depending on when he enrolled. But this is an experienced, older player, and I love that in the locker room, and I love the fact that he comes from a winning program at FAMU. Again, Celebration Bowl champions. I believe they won. Yeah, they won the SWAC last year, finished the season 12-1. And so he's another guy coming into the locker room that understands what it takes to win. And I don't think you can have too many of those guys ever. Okay. Now, I did go ahead and chop up some plays here that we'll take a look at here in just a moment. Let me see. I might need to adjust my screen a little bit, but the field of view is going to be a little tricky, guys, because of just like copyright, stuff like that. So please bear with me a little bit, y'all. But I'm going to try and get this looking half decent for you. Okay, so this was a nice run block that they had in the first half. You'll see 58, the left guard. He has an orange arm sleeve on his right arm as well, but we can go ahead and run this nice run block here in a goal line situation. So he engages that defensive lineman really well, keeps his feet moving, helps open up that hole, dominates. I'd love to see that. And then he's celebrating too and letting the guy know that, hey, I just beat you, man. I just beat you. So love to see that. Let's go ahead, though, and take a look. This wasn't the best moment. I do wonder, I think this might have been after he had some plays off. I do wonder if he played hurt throughout the majority of this game because we did see him subbed out for a couple drives. This is something where, looking at this play coming up, it definitely brought back some memories against LSU, or not LSU, UCLA. But you see Cardell Thomas there, 3-man rush, providing support. It looks like his assignment is to help out the center with that nose tackle. But, you know, you want to see a little bit more awareness here of just his guy getting beat to the left side of him. Runs right next to him, lays a big hit on the quarterback, but he's still able to complete it, which was good. So that's something that, of course, coming over to CU, you gotta be able to help effectively, understand what's going on. But here we see at the 740 mark him make a really nice pass block here. Completely drives this guy out of the way here. And gives the quarterback a nice throwing lane to throw from. That was a really good play, and that's actually turns out to be a touchdown. Really nice play from Florida A&M. Let's go ahead and take a look at, how he moves out for the screen. Let's go 937. I'll let some of you offensive line gurus comment on this one in the comments, but I don't know if he moves as well as some of our other guys that we got in the interior line, but still shows a willingness. I mean, look at that hop over that ankle. Still shows a willingness to get upfield. And then let's take a look at, oh, yes, this was a nice pass block he had in terms of the awareness on this flea flicker to help give Florida A&M the lead here late in the game. See, he pulls out to the right side, blocking that edge player, and then he sees this linebacker coming in and moves off of him. Really well done. Touchdown, Florida A&M. That was the game-winning touchdown. And then this was a really great run block I wanted to show you guys. The 11:24 mark. See again at that left guard position, makes contact with the defensive lineman, shoves him out of the way, then sees they got a blitzing linebacker up the middle, and he moves off really well, shuffles his feet, gets in position really well, makes another really solid block, and it allows them to bump that run outside and get that first down. So that shows you a little bit of what he can do. Hopefully, we see him. I guess my expectation would be to see him first in a backup capacity. I know that some of y'all, particularly Kyrie, who watches the videos all the time, he has Thomas in his starting lineup already. I just don't. It's hard for me to say that this guy is better than the guards that we got. I think we got a lot of good guards on the team. So, and especially learning the playbook very quickly and developing that chemistry with your other offensive linemen. It might take a little while for him to do that, but hey, we saw Jawan Mitchell come in and play defense for us before. Just couldn't get right. Sad, but I do see him in a reserve capacity, but it does give us options if we are dealing with injuries. We have a guy who's experienced that can come in here and I think play an adequate role in filling in for somebody in the interior offensive line. So y'all let me know your thoughts on this. I absolutely love to see the Florida A&M connection continuing with Johnny Chaney Jr. out here, and now we got Cardell Thomas. So big props to Coach Reyes and the rest of the coaching staff. We still have, I think, about 7 scholarship spots to fill up if we want, but I think right now we pretty much have 99% of the roster that we're looking at. So welcome to the Buffs. Cardell Thomas, thrilled for you to spend your last year of college eligibility with us. Hope you love Boulder and excited to have you on the team. Appreciate everybody that's watching. Be sure to smash that like on the way out. And as always, y'all, go Buffs.